this quote, everybody knows, you know, I'm happy that I met Islam before I met the Muslims. Okay. And this is sad. For a born Muslim, this is extremely sad. You know, that we have to say these things. I agree fully. I agree 200% with what he said. I'm also happy that I met Islam. I understood Islam before I came across Muslims. Although I grew up with Muslims. I had Turkish students who were together with me, my peers in class. I grew up with Turkish guys, and I had good friends. But we never spoke about Islam because they themselves never prayed. They didn't know anything about Islam. So how pathetic is that you grow up with Muslims, but you have never heard of Islam. You don't know anything about Islam. Okay? And the very same people are, by the way, and I want to mention that as well, one of these people from that time who we were close, we were going out, discourse parties and everything. This very same person I met some years back when I was back in Germany. I met him on the street and I was like, man, what's happening? What's going on? He saw me and he realized, obviously, you know, I've become extreme. I'm having a beard and all this stuff. So he was like, brother, yeah, you know, you're still Muslim. I said, yeah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, you know, alhamdulillah, yes, of course I'm Muslim. I said, are you? He was like, of course I'm a Turk. Listen to the answer. I'm Turkish, so I'm Muslim. I said, no, brother. You see, you haven't understood. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You're not Muslim because you're Turkish. You're a Muslim because you're Muslim, because you understood the deen. You're not Muslim because you're Turkish or Arab or whatever you are. No. And this very same person asked me to teach him how to make wudu, believe it or not. He asked a Greek guy how to teach him how to make wudu. So this is something. Sorry?
You're a revert.
Not only this, I'm Greek. There's a Turkish guy asking a Greek guy, you know, and you know the hostility and animosity between the Greeks and the Turks. And I'm a Greek Muslim, you know, and I have to teach the Turkish Muslim who actually should come to me. You know, I have to teach him how to make wudu. I asked him, bro, you know, what about your father? How's he doing? He had a heart issue and everything. Yeah, indeed, he said. He is struggling with his heart. What does he do? Every Friday, instead of going to the masjid, he actually sits in front of a TV, 220 Turkish TV channels he has. And he goes from one TV channel to the other. You know, it's a common thing in German that you have amongst Turkish guest workers, as they were called at that time, that you have them now totally into their Turkish series and into the Turkish channels, into the going back home type of mentality, you know, after having been in Germany for 40, 50 years, having raised their children and their grandchildren in Germany, and still having this back home mentality and not looking at all that what they miss actually is rather Islam than being Turkish or whatever this might be. So his father was zapping from one program to a Turkish program to the other, not having shown his child how to make wudu or actually how to perform a salah. Imagine that. So much about born Muslims and so much about the disappointment that you can have with people who have not entered the deen out of their own will. They just happen to be Muslims because their parents come from a certain area which happened to be Muslim. Because before it became Islamic, by the way, it was not. Before these first Muslims in Turkey became Muslims, they were not. So, you know, I mean, this is again something we don't realize that, you know, and these people don't realize that. And I've had in lectures already people breaking down in front of me after I've spoken the way I spoke, although it might seem harsh. But I think sometimes you need to wake them up in that way. You need to shake them up. And it might, again, as I said, it might seem harsh and sound harsh, and some people took it the wrong way. But in general, I think I have shaken up people.